So, I'm officially annoyed. If you watched the last episode, which I wasn't able to watch until I'd, assembled and compiled it, it turns out that what was arguably the whole point of doing that episode, going into the Nether Fortress and finding goodies and Nether Wart and whatever, the way I've got things set up here, well, the simple answer is stupidly. So I've got a couple of monitors. One of them is actually hooked up, which means that, what you can see right now is exactly what I can see. Unless I look to the side and then I see stuff in the room. So the actual recording software is active in the background where I can't see it. And the way that works, when it works, is I've got it set up with hotkeys. If I hit F10, it starts recording. If I hit F12, it pauses. Which kind of works for me, because that way I can theoretically edit in real time, instead of going through and watching it over and over and trying to decide what to keep and what to drop to get these around half an hour. I can just run a stopwatch on my phone and keep an eye on that, and I know roughly where we are on time. Every time I pause this, I pause the stopwatch. Every time I start, you get the idea. So, we're wandering around in the Nether Fortress last time, and I paused it, I stopped it, I hit F12, and waited until I found, crates, chests, whatever they're called, in the fortress. Which I was thinking were, good for something. I may have overestimated that. In fact, there were some horse armor and a block of gold and maybe a block of iron, and what else did I get out of that? Oh, that golden sword. I didn't actually kill a pigman for it. I just kind of found it. Anyway, because I didn't actually hit F10. I thought I did. It felt like I did, but I guess the system didn't believe me. So, the actual cool part where we found crates, which is why I have a couple of crates. I chopped up like 4 of them and got the stuff out of them. Left the horse armor behind in the end because who cares? I'm not going to use horses on this map, at least not right away. And then I found a couple of instances of nether wart growing in there, and grabbed that stuff up. So that didn't get recorded, and therefore one jump cut later I read for saying I would come back when I found something worth looking at. The next thing is coming back out of the nether and ending up here, so sorry about that. I would say the entire series is ruined, but seriously, that's exactly all you missed. It shot a few arrows at some blazes, and that was as exciting as that really got, apart from disappointment in realizing that the best thing I was going to find was horse armor in a map that I really don't want to ride a horse around in. So, yeah, for that, the whole last episode was kind of a messy radio drama where at best I can tell you what I saw instead of showing you what it was. This time it'll be better. Probably it won't be. This time, to the extent that I have a plan, I think I could probably dig this stuff up. We could probably just finally, and what are we at, like episode 16 at this point, I think? We could probably just get some stuff expanded, get... maybe work on... I think I just dug something up that wasn't ready. On... getting more farms. You know, I've got pumpkin seeds, so we could do that. I've got potatoes, so we could do that too. But what we could really do, thinking about it, is start setting up the mycelium in the mushroom biome. In fact, I still haven't caught enough pufferfish to do guardians, annoyingly. I think I'm at 28 of them. But, we could go over, get out, leave. We could go over here and, I think this is what, yeah. This, the reason nothing's ever spawned on it, is a mushroom biome. So we could, what is that, 20, 21. Just fill this out. And I don't actually need torches here. I guess the way I would do that... Oh, damn. I'm not sure exactly how many I need for this. More than 20, I'm sure of that. I'll need 64 just to fill in the gaps. Oh, then plus 16 is 80. That's all BS. Ah. Oh, I'm gonna have like 4 left over, aren't I? That's okay. Yeah, and the purpose of this really is just to have a base if I ever change my mind and want the mycelium back. I mean, 80 cubes of dirt in any form equates to 800 logs, which is 200 trees, which is actually going through that forest grove thingy 4 times just to get that. So, what do you mean I have 3 left over? How did that happen? I started with 20. Plus, I have no idea. Find out when I play it back. Assuming I hit F10 this time. That would be nice. I'm gonna take a nap. Anyway, so, yeah, we've... The last episode was 27 minutes long, and, it didn't really include the, part worth doing. On the topic of things worth doing... I've been kind of collecting parrots. And, I don't have that one. But I do have this one. Where'd you go? I want Toucan Sam here. Oh, damn, I missed. Where'd you go? Oh, you're probably sitting, damn it. Sit. Kind of like cats, I guess, a little. Or dogs. Anyway. So I think I've got that, which I think is what mixes with dirt to become coarse dirt. And then I just need a mushroom, and I have those. So we could... I haven't done this in a while. I also haven't done this with the axe that does Silk Touch. This could be messy because I got a pretty good habit of missing. And, oh, good, more apples. Part of the reason I don't much like doing this part is the, with any other kind of axe, I'm constantly hitting leaf blocks and dulling the thing for no reason. And, In this case, I'll not only dull the axe, but also collect a leaf block that I then have to set down and crack open just to get rid of it. Well, I can throw it over the side, but I might get a leaf out of it. So, yeah, this is going to be weird because this axe is really fast. But we'll get some dirt and mix in gravel, I think. Unless it is sand, in which case I'll mix in sand. I have some of that somewhere. And then we can get started on building a mushroom spot, which will let me A, grow mushrooms, and B, honestly, if I just wander away from it, I really might get C, I really might get mushrooms naturally. But long term, I'm thinking more trade in, grow a bunch of mushrooms, trade in 64 of the things for a mushroom egg, and set up a spawner in the mushroom biome, and then if I just, whenever I wander close to it, which honestly is less and less often now that I live more upstairs, I can trigger those things to spawn out, and then I got all sorts of options, either clip the mushrooms off them, or milk them for mushroom stew, or kill them and get meat and skin, and there's they're kind of all-purpose animals. But first I need a whole bunch of wood, which I thought I might have done before I was done explaining that. I appear to have been wrong. It just occurred to me to make sure at least on the microphone isn't muted. That would be fun. 12 minutes of wandering around without any talking. I know this might be better. You know, I'm really glad that the parrots mimicking monsters do it in a whole different key, because that's unnerving. And again, this represents about 25% of the trees I need for the dirt that I need to do what I want to do. Could be worse, it could be Ark. That survival evolved, the thing with the, you know, 160 million years worth of dinosaurs all living together. Or wait, no, more than that. Something like that. Well, let's see, the Maastrichtian ends at 65 million years ago, and go back to the mid-Triassic. The Carnian begins at about 225, 230, something like that. And then arguably there was some thecodonts and things that are kind of anithoderen, although really not. You're welcome, both paleontologists listening. Anyway, head back over to my collection of, you know, modern Silurosaurs and trade this stuff. You know, see how it is. Get in there. Shut up. These damned things which are just in my way. I'm gonna need... Give me that to begin with. Oh, you know what is... I think it is gravel, but it's 2 of them. Yep. And then I think, apart from that, I only need... I hope I only need 1 of these. Probably also need to actually literally see it. If only to know which order to do this in. Alright, So that goes there, and this, I guess I get that left over if I want grass blocks. Well, you know, why not? What am I these? Duh, grass blocks actually, you know, count as dirt. Of course dirt doesn't. So there's that. Cool. And, just grab all these up while they exist so I can replant them in a minute. There's a certain irony in using the episode where I explain that I'm editing in real time to have a single uncut video spanning at least half the episode. 52, I need, what is it, 56 I think. So, I've got that if I, well, when I need it. Meanwhile, let me, oh, that's weird. Really weird. I'm not sure how that happened. I got a hunch though. Yeah, I get it. Okay. This actually should not be grass. Oh, also was that... yeah. I'm gonna leave that one open. Or I could have... well, yeah, I'll leave that one open. And, I'm just gonna do this exactly like, you know, any farmland. I think those things can spawn on, you know, just 1 meter, so... just filling this in because I didn't fill it in. No huge advantage, I guess it just makes it look right. Something about seeing dirt sidewalls is annoying. Oh! Plus Enderman could happen and steal my mycelium, and no one wants that. Yeah, it's actually a concern. I'm gonna solve a concern. This shouldn't hurt mycelium. I mean, there's islands of this stuff in a normal world, so... I'll just fill it in with Enderman killing water, and then the last thing I'll place is a spawn box for the cow things. Don't know if I happen to be 32 meters away right now. Didn't really count on the way back. It's on the other side of a farm, which is 10 meters, probably another 10. So yeah, I might be at 30 at best. Alright. And there's that. Oh, what I could do with it... okay, so there's... that corner is open, but then there's nothing in it, so it's okay. What I could do is just kind of assuming that it's still doing this. Give me that, and, no, just give me that, I don't care. Wait, how is that not 2 of them? What just happened? Was there only 3? Not that. There it is. That's weird. Nighttime. I could probably, plant these things on the mycelium and at least grow, little individual mushrooms, and then, once I've got enough mycelium that I'm not afraid of it, disappearing, because there's nothing, because it's blocked. I can build these up into Supershrooms and thinking about it, these things benefit from light, don't they? Alright, so now we have some waiting to do. I can't think of anything else really worth doing while we're waiting. So yeah, I'm just going to cut this here, and we'll come back when something's happened. And this time I'll try to hit the button. Kind of remembered I had dirt up here, so grabbing the dirt. Wait. God, I know something. F3... 65, 64... Oh, because a guy just fell. Well, it's not bad. That's 2/3 of... Well, it's not... What is it like? Okay, the outer edge is 128. 37... Not times 4 because 36. So 37 times 3 is 111, plus 36 is 147, plus 128 is like, it's 275. So divided by 3. Yeah, it's optimally this would have another 25 doors, and therefore I'd get conceivably exactly 100 villagers, but that's... I've got the lights to prevent problems from arising, so it's 275, and then a third of that is like 90... Is it 9166? Or 33? Yeah, I think it's 66. I don't know. You know, I think if I'm up here, I mean, I'm obviously vertically 32, more than 32 meters away. I think that counts as far as animals spawning. On the other hand, the only mycelium at the moment that I can see has a mushroom on it, so it stands to reason that a cow probably couldn't spawn on it because it's taken. But I've got these now, so let's go. See what we can build up. Hang on, I'm wasting time again. Hang on. So, don't want to thump it right here because that's my water source and that's what Enderman proofs all this, but I can probably just fill in like that. And then that's still safe, so cool. And then if that ever expands, it'll make room for mushrooms to spawn, and the mushrooms can start growing out, replicating, spawning stuff. And my trees are growing back, but not like fast, so... Alright, let's say... If anything spawns, it's going to be over there, so... That being 0, that's 5. 10, 15, 20, 5, 30 in a straight line. Which means diagonally I should be fine over here. In fact, I could probably just hang out up there thinking about it. Might even be able to see what I'm looking for. Well, not really. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. 0, 5, 10, 15, 25, 32. Alright, so I'm just going to wait here and see if anything ever happens. Hang on. Kind of starting to wonder if I have to be within 32 meters to have this grow. Or, you know, spread. Really. Morty has landed. I'm really not sure if that's how that works. I never really thought about it. The whole time this grass was growing, obviously I was pretty close to it because that was before I even really had torches. I think. No, maybe it wasn't. But I was still just in the area. That was a few episodes ago. I'd like it built out to maybe here. Waiting for... I'm actually waiting for fungal elements to move around. I mean, that's things drying paint watch to relax. Alright, more waiting. Alright, I chopped that tree down because it was annoying me. and came up here to kill monsters for a bit. It looks like it's spreading. I don't know how easily you can see that. But I'm up here while it's spread. I'm just gonna... yeah. Go down. Yeah, that is spreading. So that's something. No cows yet. But again, I'm more than 32 meters away, so don't think about it, Morty. Stay off my power strip. It's not cute. Morty is one of my cats. Strictly, Morty is my cat. And the other one is Elle, and that's technically not my cat, but they both live here, so they're kind of my cats. And if you're wondering, we went to the pound and got them, wow, like 3 months ago now, I think. It was in April. Which, you know, should be funny to hear about by the time this airs. I'm doing an average of about one of these a day, and then uploading them once a week, so... like, as of now, the second episode is online. Tuesday, I'll upload the third. So, you know, around Halloween, I'm going to be talking about how it's the middle of July right now. Anyway, went and got some cats, and because, I had a cat, Zombie, for 14 years, something like that. But she got all cancerous and kind of died earlier this year. I went down and got a pair of, twins. Officially they were Morticia and Elvira, but that being ridiculously LARPy. I just kind of shortened those, compromised, figured they might still know their names if they ever knew them, and I know what I'm going to do. So Morticia became Morty and Elvira became Elle, and it seems to work. Though, from a perspective, it's still LARPy because it sounds like a, you know, cartoon character's sidekick, and hi, Morts. And, you know, the kid from Stranger Things, but I suppose any name has a background that you don't want. Alright, let's make a mushroom happen. Oh wait, these mushrooms suck. Let's... there we go. Occasionally if I'm standing wrong, I'll get drowned by the mushroom when it grows. Well, so this is something, even if we don't get cows in the next couple of minutes. At least we have a successful mushroom farm where I can assist these things into Supershrooms, and I think it's wide enough that if I have it growing where it is, it won't fall over the edge as I tear it apart. Okay, now that's dirt, but that's alright. There's all sorts of stuff around to grow back. Alright, so... planted one, and now I have 16. I guess I could do this, because that one will... that'll spread there, so... just in case I want the other kind of mushroom sometime. That may go over the edge, I don't know. Yeah, we're at half an hour now. Alright, fine. Well, we got a little bit done. Filled some things in, explained why last episode was a little shorter than average. and nothing happened in it. Well, stuff happened. We got stuff from the nether, we just didn't actually record doing it. Wait. Do I have any mushrooms on the ground? See, that's not good. Go ahead and put that there, and it'll probably throw out spawns. These, for now, can just go in here. Got a damned apple again. Just go right there. Alright. So yeah, we have this stuff from the last one, and an explanation of how it got there. And, we now have mushrooms growing, which I could probably think, because again I can do silk touch with this. So, as long as at least one of these remains mycelium at any given time, I can move them. I always have a source, whether I, you know, buy another one or not. Point is, I could pick one of these up whenever and make a little automated system, so you can do a thing with a redstone clock that every few minutes it automatically harvests any mushrooms growing out to a certain spot. But I don't know if mushrooms are all that important to me. I'm more interested in the cows, and only barely. Just because then I've got a pretty good source of, well, steak wouldn't suck, but also the cow skin stuff, leather. Which I can, you know, make books or trade off like 9 at a time for an emerald, which also seems a bit weak. I mean, it's not. 9 leather for emeralds is good, it's just emeralds are so easy to come by on this map, ultimately. I can trade lots of things for lots of money, and then trade up the sapphires to lapis for, I think it's lapis. Gets me emerald ore, which then my fortune-y pickaxe kicks up to ridiculous numbers. Okay, did this spread at all, or are we just... yeah, nothing's happening. Alright, so I need like 150 more trees, and we'll get that all filled in so the water isn't necessary, and eventually stuff will actually happen in this. I still need to do... I don't have any... If I had iron, I could just get some clippers real quick, but there's no point filming that. I'll do it. Is there? I don't think there is. I guess it doesn't matter. Although it may matter that I don't know if there's any iron here, because the little Roombas are sliding along and snatching... yeah, that figures. Snatching stuff the instant it hits the ground. Well, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go get a couple of things of iron and make some clippers, and use clippers to grab a couple of things I haven't been able to pick up. And if at the end of all that, we'll see if a cow is spawned. Because it's possible, I guess. Still, the closest I've got to an animal spawning is occasionally... there have been like 3 different times that I got, you know, chicken riders. And, those are fairly useless, because if you don't have 2 of them, there's nothing you can do. They won't lay eggs. If you have 2, you can actually, feed both of them seeds. No cows. And get an offspring that'll, be a real chicken and lay eggs, but getting 1 zombie chicken at a time is fairly just annoying and noisy. Oh, clippers. And clippers are going to get me some of this stuff. Yeah. And, oh, and then I got that handy, so that'll help. Get one, should widen these stairs. Why, he's got some... Oh, what do you want? You don't want 10. 10. Ah, damn it. But also I can get grass. That just flew off the edge of the world. I'll get it in a sec. I should have thought of this when I was in a better position. So I used to have a big field of grass. 3. Don't really care about these. What was that, 8? 9, 10. Go ahead and give me whatever that was. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Damn. Did I just do that again? Hang on. So first, I want more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3. 7. And the reason is, no big deal, but if I gotta, okay. If I lay out, I don't really need them with me right now. There's, like, I've got 9 of these, there's a reason for that. If I have a system like this, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and unfurrowed dirt on either side, when watermelons or pumpkins, for that matter, grow, they'll go to the side, not onto the dirt next to it. So, it's not a big deal, because either way they'll be okay, but I just kind of don't like it much. Okay, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to hang on to one, if I can find it, to just hang up somewhere, and that way if I cut down the tree, it won't take that away from me. Meanwhile, give me those, you can go away, give me that, and that I'm just going to go. This episode has become a little bit lengthy. I wasn't expecting that. Go ahead and... Yeah, alright, fine. Let those grow naturally. Do I have any cows? I don't see a cow. I see a mushroom. Alright, well, put that away. Yeah, well, this was just kind of a infrastructure episode, I guess. You get the idea what's going to happen from now on. So we'll pick this up next time, and at that point I might have some cows or more dirt or whatever. I'll see you then.